Hey guys, so it's SimpleAttack here, and I'm doing a bit of a different kind of video today. So what we'll actually be doing is we'll be drawing Deku, and it'll actually be the art style that I personally do when I make my thumbnails. So this is technically what I do to make my thumbnails. It's a bit different than I think how most people would do it. So I draw my own vector art, minimalistic vector art to be specific. What I do is I take a screenshot of an image, I trace over it as you can see on the screen, and specifically trying to find the shadows is the main thing you want to highlight. You also want to treat the shadows as if they were their own detailed line, because I just had a little mess up there. The reason being is because when you convert the image with color, you really want to highlight the shadows to give the image depth, and it really makes it pop. So what I personally do is I initially try to do the hair kind of zoomed out, then I'll zoom in and do a bit more focused, orientated on whichever part of the body I'm doing. And then from that point, we'll just continue onward. Once we've continued onward, we'll just keep going through until I believe I've done the entire body, but I always end up missing a couple things. I'm pretty sure I missed his shoulder, one of the shadow lines for that one, so don't worry about that. We can always fix that up afterwards, but we're almost finished there. We're going to flick through, select it all, then you want to press K, which will then give you live paint. You want to do a dummy click, and once you do the dummy click, you'll then be able to use the paint bucket tool. And then what I do is press Alt and click on the color that I want to use, and then repeatedly paste that all throughout the image. If you've got one color, like I always just tend to use the same one so it's consistent throughout the image. Like you can see me going back and forth through certain colors to get that effect. But here we go, and then we fix him up at the end, and we will then add a bit of a background to make him pop out a little bit more, and then boom, there we go. Then this is the art that we have in the final product. There's a few things that I did a little bit tad more on just fixing the coloring, I believe, after I stopped recording, but this is the final result. I like to save it with the background version, and then I do one where I remove the background and save it again for a transparent image, due to the fact that sometimes I use the art that I draw for emotes and that kind of things in my Discord or in my Twitch as the emotes that we've currently got. For example, the main one we have is Dead Yamcha, and I've also put that one on a shirt, but it gives me my own unique twist on the things that I do. By no means am I saying that this is original work or this is hard to do. It's definitely not. You've just saw me trace over something and recolor it in. It's not that hard to do, but it took me 20 minutes to do that, and it gives me my own unique thumbnail, unique style. Can reuse it for things like emotes and that kind of stuff. So I find it really helpful, and well, yeah, I hope this was a interesting little video for you guys of how I make my thumbnails. Cheers, bye guys.